Joining me right now is Tennessee Congressman and House Appropriations Committee member Chuck Fleischmann. Congressman, it's good to see you. Obviously, this is, well, you tell me, is this a new rebranded Build Back Better spending plan?
Unfortunately they're doubling and tripling down on failure at a time when we may be in recession, at a time when the American people are hurting in so many different ways. For them to actually consider raising taxes, especially on job-creating businesses and the like, packing their climate agenda in there. I'm heartily disappointed in Senator Manchin for caving in right now, and it just shows us the frailty that we have when we as Republicans and Americans are dependent on a Democratic majority to do the right thing. They just won't.
You know, I want to get your take, because you're on the Appropriations Committee, how much money has actually been appropriated from the COVID relief bill? Because that COVID relief bill, $2.9 trillion signed into law back in March of 2021, was truly the beginning of inflation getting stoked so high. When Joe Biden walked into the White House, the economy was growing by 4%. We are now contracting. We're in a recession. When Joe Biden walked into the White House, inflation was at 1.4%. Now we're at 9.1%. How much of that money from the COVID relief package has been appropriated? And do you think there's still money to be sent to people that would keep inflation at elevated levels?
Another excellent question. First of all, the sad part about it is this money did not go through the normal appropriation process. These were these large bloated spending bills that they just saturated the states with to cure all different types of ills, particularly in the blue states, which were fiscally irresponsible to begin with. I've had legislators, I hail from the great state of Tennessee, which is fiscally sound. They've told me, please stop sending money. We've got too much money that we can't even spend. So the exact figure, I don't know, but some of it's been actually spent. Other states are holding on to the money. There's a lot of strings attached. But this BBB refurbishing or retread cannot be accepted by the American people. We need to find a way to stop it. It's wrong, it's excessive, and it's going to hurt an already frail economy. It's going to be inflationary, and it's going to hurt jobs. You're going to see unemployment. This is just bad legislation at a very, very difficult time in American history. So we've got to see it go away. I implore Senator Manchin to say no, to think differently. I don't know where it's going to land, but this is just a bad bill for America.
Well, we know that all the spending already caused inflation. Only in Washington can you come up with another spending plan, almost $1 trillion, spending all of that money and call it an Inflation Reduction Act. And then there's the $200 billion CHIPS Plus bill. When you say plus, CHIPS Plus, I get worried. What is the plus that we don't know about? That's headed to the president's desk after the House passed the legislation yesterday. 24 House Republicans voted yes, even though Chuck Schumer removed the anti-China security measure that Senator Portman put in there. That would have stopped China from stealing intellectual property, but Schumer took it out. Congressman, how did you vote?
I voted no, and the reason I voted no is the Democrats can't help themselves. Anytime there's a simple solution, we could have fixed the chip situation with a much smaller, better directed bill. What do? They go in this large-ass CHIPS Plus. They add things that are very fundamental to the radical left-wing agenda, and then sadly, it gets passed. That's why the American people have to realize we need to elect Republicans in the House and the United States Senate to curb this Biden appetite for excessive regulation, excessive spending, and to try to address the horrors of inflation. But it's CHIPS Plus, a big minus for America. This BBB retread is a bad bill for America. It's going to raise taxes at a frail time. It could really send us into a worse recession. I implore the American people to stand up and say, no more spending. Let's get it right. And we are 30 trillion plus in debt.
Yeah, I know that. Congressman, real quick before you go, all that money going to the IRS in this new Inflation Reduction Act, is that Joe Biden's initial idea from last year, that he wanted to hire 80 new IRS agents and he wanted the banks to tell the Treasury when anybody has a transaction of more than $600? I mean, is that what that money's for?
I'm sure it is. Basically, the Democrats come up with an agenda. They want to embolden the IRS. We want to limit the IRS. They want to embolden the EPA. We want to curtail that, or actually get the authority back to Congress like the Supreme Court just ruled. I will say this. Unfortunately, the Democrats come back and back and back. They come up with an agenda, and then they try to find any way to get it done. It's bad for America at a very fragile time for America. So we've got to stop this. We've got to fix it. And I thank you.
Yep. Thank you so much, Chuck Fleischmann in D.C. this morning. We'll keep watching that. We appreciate your time.